Hi everyone, this is Manny back here at the beautiful Vizcaya property where we've been doing the Tiger Dam deployment to protect the garden. But I would love to introduce you to Ian, which is the horticulturist right here.
Director of Horticulture, yeah. So I sit in an office.
Okay, but if you see, as you're going to see in this videos today, just what he is protecting and what he is building here with this beautiful garden that, like I've said before, with this property and this garden, it's a jewel of Miami-Dade County, and we're so lucky to have it. And that's why the county and the Vizcaya Trust, if I'm not mistaken, is protecting here with the deployment of a Tiger Dam in the event that there's a hurricane. So can you give us a little bit more information of what exactly we're protecting?
Sure. Well, Vizcaya Museum and Gardens is a National Historic Landmark, which is designated only for 3% of historic properties that are written down nationwide. So it's a pretty important property, not only to the history of Miami, but to the history of America. And we are one of the best European-style gardens in the United States. And we have a house full of irreplaceable treasures. And we've been here a little over 100 years, so we've seen a lot of hurricanes. And we've had a lot of damage from hurricanes and repaired it and so on. But in 2017, when Hurricane Irma hit us, it was kind of a wake-up call for us because Irma completely flooded the gardens, all of the gardens, flooded the cafe and shop, flooded the pool, resulted in more than $1 million in damage just from flooding alone. And so we realized that with climate change and sea level rise and everything, things are just going to get worse. We're really vulnerable here. We're right on Biscayne Bay. And so we've been looking for a solution to help protect us from the storm surge flooding. And we looked at a number of options, and Tiger Dam really was the best one for us by far. And, you know, like many public gardens and many museums, we have a very small staff. And so horticulture staff, which numbers 9, isn't really large enough to deploy the Tiger Dam with all the other things that we have to do in preparation for a storm. And so we, along with our facilities department, started looking for vendors to help us deploy the Tiger Dam and to also help us in general with storm prep and then storm response afterward. And we solicited many vendors, and BioResponse was one of the ones that came out on top.
Great. Well, thank you for trusting BioResponse. I think, I was mentioning to you all day, we're a local Miami company. I'm a local boy myself. I grew up coming here. I've got some great stories, which I'd have to tell you at another date, about Halloween parties and all these other events that have happened here. But more importantly, I always knew that it was an important place, a place of history. In a city that's not that old, this is as old as it gets and as beautiful it gets, and I'll stack it up to pretty much anywhere else in this beautiful country. So thank you so much for choosing BioResponse. Thank you for helping us train, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.